didn't she?
On this, I mean, playing?
Playing.
Yeah, she was
What,
actually
Jim, what's she in, Bobby Ray's?
No, she's high school.
Oh, the high school, it was high school?
Tournament, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call this meeting to order. It's 4:30, and Carlene cannot be here, so she's sick, so we will not do the minutes tonight. And we're coming together for this meeting so Bobby can explain a budget transfer within his own budget. And we'll just go straight to that.
Okay. As you know, the projects are kind of winding down. As part of our agreement with, I think the 4.8 million is what we ended up having, and the amendments that we did, the contract was over a little bit. The cafeteria equipment we were going to purchase out of our school nutrition department. So that was $218,000, and we've already moved that money from school nutrition into Fund 177. That's the Fund 177 is where that's where the bond money is, and that's where all the construction is paid out of. So we got with the comptroller's office. Our part is $870,000 is what's left for us, and that's what we agreed to pay. Around about that, I think, and that's what's left. We've tried to, take a little bit out of our capital funds. Originally, our goal was to take everything out of our capital projects funds and not have to move it into our reserves. We got some left. We had a few emergencies that we had to take care of. We had some plumbing issues at the middle school. The Dibble issue with the erosion that eroded the road away and the hillside. We had to take care of that because that was ruining the road. So that's still pending, but we've got that budgeted. But we got with the comptroller's office and we asked that if we go ahead and move the money out of our reserves, then we'll have it in there, and then whatever's left out of our budget, which we anticipate right now, if nothing changes, we'll probably have $200,000 or $300,000 left that'll go back into the reserves. And then, everything will be paid. The project should be through in August. I think that's when the contracts are up, and we should be in good shape. But I've got just a sheet for you to kind of show you where we're at as of right now with our reserves, and as of today.
Bob, you said that $870,000 is what you have in that one account?
Is what we have left to pay on the project.
What you have remaining to pay?
Yes.
And the account that needs to be transferred to
Is
is?
177.
I'll give it to her after the meeting.
Fund 177.
Is that what you're calling the reserve fund?
Yeah, so on that front page right here, it's the entry, the transfer entry is our general purpose fund. Fund 141 is all general purpose fund. So that contains our capital projects, that contains all of our reserves, that's the general purpose school fund. And so all we're asking to do is to take it from our reserves and move it into Fund 177, which is the fund that the bond is in to finish off the rest of the projects. And I can go kind of over the spreadsheet on that second sheet and kind of show you where we're at with our reserves. And this is where we're at right now. Just keep in mind this is estimate, and but I think everything should work out this way. Currently, we have in our BEP reserves $4,213,975 is our BEP reserves. That's what we've had for several years. That hadn't really changed. The local fund balance is $1,879,785 right now. Now we've improved that because we've been saving over the last couple of years to do these projects. So it's improved over the last at least 2 to 3 years from where it was at. So total was $6,093,760. We bought 3 driver's ed cars, which are being used now. That's in a restricted account. So when we close out in June, that $56,000 will be moved from the restricted account into fund balance. So just wanted to let y'all know that early. That's just a transfer. That doesn't require any kind of action or anything. It'll just be a journal entry. The fund reserves total would be that total there, $6,150,099. And then if we can move the 870 over to cover the rest of the projects, which we estimate should cover it, then our total reserves would be $5,280,99.
And that's gonna be like at the end of 15 and 16 school year?
Yes, yes.
That's gonna be your 3%, so that 5,280,000?
Well, that 5,280,000 is what we should have with DEP and local fund balance combined. When we get to the end of the year, June 30, that's what we're estimating, if we don't do anything
The
else.
5,280,000.
5,280,000.
What's the minimum on that BEP that you've got to maintain, Bob?
Yeah, that's what I'm
3%.
getting ready to get to that.
Okay.
If we go down to that, I'm just estimating last year, if we kept the same expenditures that we have right now, and the same revenue, which we know we're gonna get more revenue, because, the governor's budget came out, and we're supposed to get more revenue, so I'm estimating, last year we used 2.8 million to balance our budget out of reserves. I'm just estimating 3 million, just as a general estimate, and I'd rather estimate high as low. That'd bring our fund balance down to 280.99, and then that's the 3% that's required of our current expenditures is 1,492,479. So when everything's all said and done, estimate would be about 787,602 above what our estimate is. Now, what do we have to keep in the 3%? That's if everything stays the way it is and nothing else happens. But, we've got, I don't anticipate getting back into the reserves. I think the way it looks right now, we'll have 200,000 or 300,000 that we can move back into reserves, so that figure could increase at the end of the year. I don't know. Could decrease. Don't know. Just depends on what happens between now and then. But we've got a couple more projects out of capital that we need to do that are in the construction projects that we just fund out of our capital projects, which is, since we bought the property at Urban College, we'd like to finish that road, and I don't know what the estimate on that's going to be, because I don't know from the state what it's going to cost to widen it and move the road in. They want to move, the water department wants to move the water line from where it's at in front of the school to the highway. So that's about $45,000 that we're going to have to pay to do that. So we've already got that.
Why are they going to do that for?
They just said that it would, I guess for the sprinkler systems and fire hydrants and all that other stuff.
Is that 4-inch on the highway, 6-inch on the highway and a 4-inch on that side road, reckon?
Probably an 8.
That I don't know.
I'm just,
I don't know. I mean, Donnie knows, and he's talked with the water
because
department.
I know a lot of them, like the road I'm on is a 4-inch line, and most of the side roads are 4-inch.
Yeah.
And they pay me doing that because they need, like you said.
Yeah, more
A
pressure.
bigger line.
They
Yeah.
have to do that. They had to do that in
Yeah, they
Devereaux, didn't
had to do it at Devereaux, they had to do it at
So how
Morrison.
the pressure-
It may
Like to get
be,
the
March, it
job.
may be 8-inch up to there.
But it's not that far.
I think the main line is.
You're right.
You're exactly, you are.
You're wrong business.
Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
But we got with the comptroller's office on that to, see how is the correct way to do that. Of course, the water department is the one that would, do the work, and, so they said that was appropriate, and Dave Allman, our engineer, is the one that worked with him on that, but.
Well, are they saying this is a necessity? We can't.
Yeah, I mean, they said right now while you're in it, you might as well do it.
And you
Well,
said 45,000 from the road back to the school?
Yeah, from the
Let me
road
ask
to
you
move
this.
it around.
Yeah,
Just thinking that, if it's all right if I speak here.
yes, yeah. We're all
They're
open
just
for
going to
discussion.
be adding a line into the school, a new line, right?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Did they not leave the old one for a backup in case we had a major water
I
leak?
mean, that's up to them, I don't know. I mean, I guess they could.
They're not going to take it up.
I don't think so, no. It'll be there. They'll just cap it off.
I'm just saying that might be
Well,
something.
and what they're doing is they're extending the water line. They're doing a new fire hydrant. They gotta
Okay.
do that. They gotta do a 3-inch, they gotta do the meter and the backflow preventer. And then the fire line.
Mhm.
So, all those things are within that cost. So it's $45,500 to do that. So, wasn't really expecting that. But, we gotta do it, so might as well do it.
What kind of things are you looking at in that 870,000 to
That
finish up
is
stuff?
the completion of, let me get that, that's another sheet. That's we pulled the bleachers out for Bobby Ray, and then they had only bid one side of the bleachers, and it said clearly in the spec that it's two sides, so we held their feet to the fire on that, so they're putting brand new bleachers in on both sides for the price that they bid. There's an awning that's already up. That awning at Bobby Ray that connects the buildings is part of the alternate package, so that's really the only thing at Bobby Ray. The turf that was going down, of course you got to have turf in the building. The canopy, the weight room addition was bid separately. The fire marshal required us to sprinkle that building, so that was an alternate bid. And then at Urban College,
Weight room equipment?
the weight room equipment came out of our capital projects fund, so we paid for that. That wasn't in the bid. So that 870, it was just the weight room in general. It was an alternate bid.
Okay.
So at Urban College, of course, the kitchen equipment, that's not out of the 870. That's already come out. Intercom system, tying the intercom into the new building, so it's all one system. The utilities, changing out some of the utilities, which is part of what we'll have to do. Bleachers on both sides of the gym. They were going to only put it on one side. We wanted it on both sides, so paid a little extra for that.
Now, like when you hire these architects and building these buildings, like that weight room there and stuff, do they not know that fire marshal's going to require sprinklers in there?
Well, it wasn't the weight room. It was the big building, the field house.
Okay.
So that was, he said that some buildings they require them to be sprinkled and some they don't. So I guess this was one that was required.
I mean, if you hire that architect, it looked like they would be
Yeah.
doing their job completely.
Yeah. So, and I think they went back and forth on that. But, it wasn't, that one really was, that was bid that way, and they bid it as it needed to be sprinkled, but, it's a big building, so, and with people in it, it's probably better to do that, so. But, we've got the money, it's in there, it's, if we had to budget today, then we'd be fine. I don't suspect it's going to go down any. It doesn't affect our 3%. And comptroller's office said, it's better just go ahead and move the money in there. You'll have it, and then that way, whatever's left out of that fund will go right back into fund balance. So.
Will you actually designate, I've never actually asked this, will you designate where you take it out of BE fund or reserves or local reserve?
Well, what they said is, we really don't designate which one it comes out of. Most of the time, it'll probably come out of the reserves here, the local reserves.
Reserves.
And usually, when they close out at the end of the year, when the auditors come in and close everything out, then they just take it out of the local. And that's what's been done in the past, I know, with projects. Because that VEP reserve number usually stays the same, or it has for the last 3 years.
But you don't actually do that, you don't designate which one you want to do
No,
that.
they tell us which one, would be the best way to close out the books and
And do it from there.
do it that way, yeah.
They being the comptroller's
Comptroller's
office.
office. Yeah.
And the BEP is funding the Better Education Program
Yeah,
from the
the
state?
BEP reserves can be used for one-time items, and that's state money that's
Okay.
been reserved over time. And that's what we really kind of use, that $3 million, when we roll that back in to balance our expenditures with our revenues. That's been done for years. And of course, when we did the raise this year, that went up. With this year's revenues, I don't know, what
But
we'll
he's-
do for a raise, if we'll be, I just haven't got an estimate yet, so I don't really know.
So you should be getting more,
Yeah, we should.
because they're going to get another raise, right,
Yeah.
this year?
Well, we hope, yeah. I mean, I don't
thought
know how much money.
I thought he'd passed
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
He hadn't said how much, he proposed, he
Yeah,
hadn't said how much.
the legislature had to pass it, but I think it'll pass. I mean, it's,
Bob, you take the sales tax revenue into consideration in your final, are you estimating that on this?
On that, well, that's in the budget. It's
Okay.
in the total budget, in the total revenues part. But, you know, right now, we upped our estimate last year because we had a good year last year. County had a good year.
Exceeded that?
It exceeded that, yeah, but we upped our estimate to about 3%, and the numbers I've got right now show that we're a little bit below our estimate. Even though the county's above, I understand, I think it's above.
Yeah.
Our estimate is a little bit below. I think we're still above total, but the last 4 months, you know, we've been below what our estimate would be for this time. So, but that's in the total revenues. But like I said, we're not planning on taking on any more projects, other than finishing up, you know, we would like to try to finish up the road at Bobby Ray, down that hill there that's
Yes.
just awful, you know, and get the road cut in at Irving College.
You think you'll be able to do both of those, Bob?
I think we can out of our capital projects.
What, now that work at Deborah, was that out of capital projects
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, that's out of capital projects too.
You allocated, what, 40-something thousand, but it hasn't been
88,000.
88,000?
Yeah, the asphalt was 22, and the sod and the dirt work on the hillside was 66.
66.
Yeah.
Well, I hear rumors that y'all looking about buying this piece of property right there at Dibbles. Anything to it?
No, we've looked at it, you know, last year, you're talking about the Guthrie house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's about an acre, I think, and we looked at it, they came to us and talked to me about it, and, you know, we're not interested
I
in
just
it.
heard rumors. I didn't know.
Yeah. I've heard that a couple of times here just recently.
Keeps going around, doesn't it?
No, we're not. I mean, I think we got all the property we need right there.
I'll make a motion, we approve the budget amendment.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Uh,
Okay. Then we'll send it to Budget
Budget
Finance.
Finance, okay, thank you.
Anybody have anything else for discussion? We have some visitors.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
I'll second that.
second. All those in favor? Okay, meeting's adjourned.
Thank you. Do you need me to do anything?
If you want to come, you can, but if you don't, we'll present it. I don't think you